You decide to count to 1 trillion. No breaks, no sleeping, just pure, unadulterated arithmetic. It sounds like a simple hobby, a way to kill time, but numbers are deceptive. The scale of 1 trillion is not a number, it is a very slow death sentence. 1, 2, 3. The start is easy. Momentum feels high, however numbers get longer, saying 742,800,600,412 takes time. A lot of time. The tongue slows down. The jaw begins to ache. Saliva production fails to keep up with the constant talking. Your throat turns into a desert. The sheer linguistic effort becomes a full-time job. Breathing becomes a luxury. Let's do the math. Assume one number per second. 1,000,000 seconds is 12 days. 1,000,000,000 seconds is 31 years. 1,000,000,000,000 seconds is 31,709 years. Biology is the first variable to fail. Human lifespans are notoriously short. Even the most dedicated counter expires long before hitting the first 100 billion. To finish, death must be avoided. Evolution must accelerate. The lungs must evolve to breathe numbers. The heart must pump linguistic energy. Survival requires a total biological overhaul. You are no longer a human. You are a biological counting machine, a fleshy calculator with a singular, obsessive purpose. Your only goal is the number. The numbers are now your god. Then comes the boredom, extreme cosmic boredom. The thrill of the first billion is gone. Now every number sounds exactly the same. The brain begins to slowly liquefy. Sanity is a small price to pay for mathematical completion. You just keep counting. Forever. Thousands of years pass. Civilizations rise and fall. The climate shifts. Ice ages come and go. The stickman remains, frozen in a seated position. The world forgets you exist. Geologic layers build up around the counting site. You are now a fossil that is still talking. The vibration of the voice begins to affect the local strata. Sound waves at a constant frequency for millennia create strange resonance. The ground beneath the counter starts to liquefy. A sinkhole opens. The counter descends into the mantle. The heat is intense. Magma surrounds the lower half of the body. Normal humans would vaporize, but the obsession provides a strange thermal immunity. The numbers are the only thing keeping the atoms together. The core of the Earth is now the counting room. It is very hot. The lava is a nuisance, it is sticky. 10,000 years later, the sun begins to change. The Earth's orbit decays, the atmosphere strips away, space is a vacuum, sound requires a medium to travel. The voiceover stops working, but the count continues internally. The mental effort of tracking 1 trillion is now the primary energy source of the planet. The brain becomes a singularity of focus. Gravity warps around the counter. A black hole forms not from mass, but from pure mathematical density. The event horizon swallows the remaining crust. The stars begin to flicker out. The universe enters the era of heat death. Every atom in existence drifts apart. There is no light, there is no heat, only the silence of the void and one consciousness still incrementing by one. The count is almost there. The number is so large it has its own gravitational pull. The void screams. The dark energy of the cosmos tries to push the numbers away. It fails. The persistence of the count outweighs the expansion of the universe. This is an incredibly inefficient use of time. It is quite tedious. The final numbers arrive. 999,999,999,999. The tension is unbearable. The vacuum of space vibrates with the anticipation of a single digit. 1 trillion is finally reached. The achievement is absolute. The counter has outlasted the stars. The counter has outlasted time itself. A massive explosion of pure logic occurs. The Big Bang was an accident. This is a deliberate mathematical conclusion. A new universe is born from the sheer willpower of a stickman who refused to stop counting. This new universe is identical to the old one, but everything is slightly more numerical. The clouds are shaped like percentages. The oceans are made of liquid decimals. The inhabitants are born with calculators for hearts. It is a paradise of precision. There are no mistakes. There is only the count. But then, the counter realizes something. He forgot to carry the one at number 400 billion. The entire new universe begins to glitch. Reality flickers. The stars turn into error messages. The laws of physics are replaced by a giant blue screen of death. It is a very annoying technical difficulty. The user must restart everything now. The universe resets. The stickman is back in his chair. He is exhausted. He has spent 30,000 years counting. He looks at the cosmic ledger. The result is in. He successfully counted to 1,000,000,000,000. However, the official Galactic Board of Counting has reviewed the tapes. The verdict is negative. He spent too long on the number 700 billion. It was a clear violation of the pacing guidelines. The count is disqualified. He is ineligible for the trophy. This is a tragedy. Now there is only one thing left to do. Fill out the appeal forms in triplicate. Submit them to the Department of Infinite Boredom. Wait another 30,000 years for a response. The paperwork is the hardest part. This is truly a massive administrative nightmare. What if you tried to eat the moon? The calories are staggering. Subscribe to the What If Club for more terrible ideas. We have plenty more. See you next time.